Hello, are we live? Think so. Hey everybody. It's me. I guess the host of this new series. Though it's not really a new series because you've already done one of these before. I'm Joshua. With Keep the Peace, drawing with Josh. And I'm here today with. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Uh, I'm AJ.
I'm Speedy.
Hey, what's up? And I have some other people here who can talk if they want to. Um, we just kind of decided one day that we wanted to do like a little group art session together, and so that's what we're doing. So yeah, Ben's also here. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
Hello. Um, so yeah, this is gonna be really chill. Just drawing, talking, all that kind of stuff. Anybody's free to come join if they want. If you're able to talk, that's cool. Um, but yeah, so y'all want to get started?
Yeah.
Awesome, let's do it.
Let's doodle.
Let's do it.
It's doodling time.
Okay. I gotta get set up again. I had to move everything out of the way so that I could so that I could do I could like okay, cool. We're good now. We're good. Is the audio good, everybody? Do y'all like, can y'all hear us or anything?
Are you asking the YouTube chat?
Yeah, I'm asking the YouTube chat. Hopefully they'll answer.
Is anyone in the YouTube chat right
Yeah,
now?
we have 7 viewers right now. That's awesome.
Oh, that's decent.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's weird because we didn't make like any sort of tweet about it. We might not have anyone, but
So anyway, we're using is it Aggie.io?
yeah, Aggie.io.
Yeah, so we're basically just doing like a group thing. All of us are on the canvas right now. Unfortunately, what I wanted to do was have like the entire canvas be recorded, but I don't know how to do that on here. And we tried a bunch of different things. Like I tried like recording AJ and Speedy's screens on Discord. Like they streamed them to me. The only problem is that whenever I have my Chrome open, it like grays out both of the screens on the stream. So for now, I guess like unless anybody has any other ideas, for next time, I'll probably just like have my screen being recorded, and then I'll like go over and see what you guys are up to.
Okay.
So if that's all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get started. Hey, draw stuff, please.
Awesome.
We got a whole screen right here to draw stuff on.
So true. We finally figured out a canvas size.
Yeah. All right, let me test
What
out
are
some
you gonna draw?
stuff. Okay, cool.
What are you guys gonna draw? Do you think?
Apparently I'm gonna draw Raptor on a unicorn.
Awesome. I'm gonna draw our guy, Mr. Chima.
Ah, yes. Okay.
I think.
I always do like a sketch.
Yeah. I have no idea what I'm gonna draw. I guess I'll do a warm-up sketching. Da, 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 da. How have you guys been?
A little stressed out because of this, but whatever. The end result is fun.
The end result is us just doodling together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw Laval killing Lloyd. I don't want to do that. That's a little gruesome.
No.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I've been wanting to draw the Pegasus flying horse for a long time, so I'm gonna also like I'm gonna draw Raptor drawing or writing on that one instead.
Do it.
That's his dream.
dreams. I finally got around to like watching it now. Like, because the new episodes came out, so I've started getting through the first 10 episodes after putting it off for ages. Yeah.
That's good. I hear they are quite good. I'm gonna like tell you guys a secret.
Yeah.
I don't know how to draw a horse.
Just guess.
Yeah.
Just
Google
like,
horse.
yeah. Just do what you always do when you draw. You just pray that everything works out fine.
You
Yeah.
look at pictures and cry.
Yeah. Oh, daring me.
Where's my Rapton minifigure? Reference.
You being smart and getting references while
I-
just
Well, I mean, of course. What do you do?
wing it.
This is good. This is
What
yeah.
is up, my artist?
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
I'm here
Hello.
to ruin your stream with my crusty AirPod audio.
Amazing.
It's
Thanks.
me, Messa.
What's up, Meso?
Live coming at you from the Target parking lot on my break. I found Marvel collectible minifigures, the new series.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Tried to
saw.
Did you bring a scale to weigh them?
I saw you. I saw you tweet about that. You failed to getting what you wanted.
Unfortunate, very unfortunate. It was like I'm gonna just give it like one attempt. Did
Yeah,
not work out. How are you guys doing?
I just want Wolverine. That's all I want, and Storm and Beast and Moon Knight and whatever.
So a lot more than just Wolverine.
Who is counting?
Me. How are you guys doing? Are you drawing the epic art?
We are. Yeah.
That is simply so epic.
What are you doing? Working?
I'm on my break, but yeah, I am working. This is true. Making the money, etc., etc.
All right. Yeah, I can't argue with that. So I hear that you guys got home from Brick Fair. Okay.
No, we suffered grievous harm on the way home.
Oh yeah, I feel that. So did we.
This is my ghost talking.
I was gonna ask, how was Brick Fair, by the way?
It was great.
Dude, it was so fun. We didn't all get sick this year, so that was good.
That's good.
I came home and I've had congestion for like the past like week. So
Oh, so
Literally.
maybe not.
yeah.
So you might not have escaped unscathed.
No.
That's rough.
Yeah. Last year we all had unfortunate bouts with the epic pandemic, and thankfully we dodged it this year.
Oh, I remember that.
It was great pain, but yeah, it was fun time. There was a lot of Lego, and there were a lot of bricks,
Good,
and
good.
it was pretty fair.
I bought Rivendell, and I haven't built it yet.
I would be surprised if you did.
Josh speedruns building it in one day.
I mean,
It takes me so long to build Lego.
I mean, I built I built markets in one day. So
Oh my
That's
god.
unbelievable.
Wow.
no, wait, no, it took me 2 days, but it was only because I did it at like 9 o'clock at night.
Oh.
Ah, I see.
I started Gardens, like, on a Ninjago rewatch, at from the very start, and I think it took me up until like season 9 to finish it.
Really?
Yeah. I was rewatching all of Ninjago with friends before Crystallized came out, and we would just get in VC and I would just build the set as we watched.
Well, you don't
And-
even like building Lego that much, right, Binda?
I did
So you
not
probably
much.
like, well,
I don't hate it. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I mean I will admit Gardens was really fun. But it did take me until like season 9 to finish the set.
See, I'm like the
That's
opposite.
really
I my favorite part is the building, and then like displaying it is like, that. So I think that like building sets at like a Lego job would be like a dream come true, because it's just
I'm entirely with you, Joe.
as long as I can build it, then like you can just have it, displayed somewhere.
My favorite part is looking at it when it's on my shelf.
No.
And
Oh,
being,
me too.
it looks
So
very
it's
pretty.
me and Josh versus Binda and Speedy. AJ, what's your favorite part, build or display? I'm putting you on
don't
the
know.
spot, AJ.
It's been,
Pick.
to be
Choose.
honest, I haven't like built Lego in a while.
Okay.
Same.
I just
Yeah,
have no.
for me, like, I wish Lego could be like a video game where you can just like right click sell. If it wasn't like the effort involved with selling stuff, like I
Yeah.
would literally just like build and then immediately get rid of it because I'm sick of any sets I have. Basically, like a day or two after I finish building them, I
Hello.
just kind of want them gone because I don't have a lot of shelf space. That's my issue.
That's fair.
That's why I stopped buying sets because I don't have space anymore. Like I literally
Well,
have the crystallized Overlord mech, and I just have it's still in the box, completely sealed.
Well,
so.
I keep getting sets that I need
Yeah.
to like review.
I mean, yeah, you guys have to review them and everything, so.
I still have like literally an entire like 7.
You have like all the
Um,
dream stuff, right?
I have half of the dream stuff.
Gotcha.
I have 7 Lego Mario sets, which
Oh, gee.
they came out like right before Brick Fair, so I haven't had the time to review those yet. But they're
Yeah.
just sitting around, and the spoilers for my review, I guess they take up so much space. It's so annoying. Like moving them around is such a drag.
That's tough.
Anyway, yeah. Speedy,
Yes.
your impressions as well as Mary's impressions of markets convinced me not to want it. So thank you.
What happened?
Like it seemed like it was a nightmare to put
It
together.
was. It was
Oh,
fine
no.
until that whole elevator section. That whole section is just horrible.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah, that's what really kills it, and
I-
it like it eats up so much of like the real estate on that set, all for like a janky elevator that doesn't work. Like I looked at Jang's review on the amount of effort it took just to get it from one side to the other. Was like, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Counterpoint. Everything else about it is really cool.
Yeah.
That's entirely
But-
fair.
I
just do not
literally
think
had
I
to
need it in
stop.
my life.
I literally had to give it like 3 days because it was making me that mad, and then it still doesn't even work. So
Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna do. Sakota says in the patron chat, we're gonna be doing a live build soon, where it's gonna be like a building stream. So if anyone has any Lego that they want to
cool.
build, we should just all like come together and do that. Sakota's gonna be building markets. I'm gonna be building.
Oh wait, when is this?
Unscheduled as of now.
Dang.
Maybe it's about time I open up that Overlord
Maybe.
crystallized mech. I also have
unscheduled.
the lighthouse.
the
that
big
I got
lighthouse.
off of the Ninjago
Oh, the
Skybound one. Not buying actual Lego. That's not Ninjago. That's funny.
It's unscheduled as of now, but like we have the sets, and they're specifically for the purpose of doing a building stream. So we're going to do it at some point. I have like a botanicals set and the boutique hotel that I'm gonna like have to build. AJ, I know you still have sets to build. You should join us for the build stream.
You can just come to my house because I've got 70 something.
Oh,
Jeez.
jeez.
Wait, 70 unbuilt sets?
Yeah.
That's
What?
quite the backlog there.
You want to run
I
that
don't
by
know
me
how
again? What
Listen,
are they
I have to have them.
exactly?
I have sets all the way back to Master of the Mountain that aren't built.
You know,
Why
I
don't you
mean,
build them? Do you just not have time? Do
Where
you
do
not
I
want
have?
to?
I don't have anywhere to put them.
Why do you have?
Because if they retire, then I'm
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has a point.
So
I'm not
what you're saying is your house is basically like a treasure vault.
Yeah, remind me to send you a picture of my closet.
Please do.
We don't care
I
about
can't have
displaying our
another.
building. The best part is looking at the box.
Yeah. I can't have another fishing store, guys.
That traumatized you forever. You had to buy every set
It
now.
did, yes. Target had the community center, and I literally had to sit there and be like, "This thing is $200. I cannot come home with this right now."
But it's so epic.
It is. It's
I mean-
really big, though.
I mean, I understand. I have some sets in my closet, but like not 70.
I've got Hidden Side I haven't built, and I've got Friends,
same.
and I've got Video, and literally, I've got Star Wars in there.
Oh lord.
That's so much.
I can't help it. I see them, I buy them.
That's amazing.
AJ build the hidden side.
I need to. I just don't have space for any of it right now. Like, if I had the space, then I would. But
Maybe we're in the wrong hobby, guys. we all like Lego, but either we don't like building or we don't have the space.
Yeah, just like the silly little shows, okay?
Yeah.
It's fair.
Speaking of, we got a comment in the live chat from Diesel28. Best, is there any plans to do Dreams Part 2? Yes, I am aware it has come out. The issue is that scheduling right now is like a nightmare, basically. Sakota is on vacation. I am chronically busy / about to start my new semester in 2 days. So like maybe give it like a week, and then hopefully by next week we'll have at least a few episodes out, and we'll start chipping away at the next one. Because I do want to get it done before Ninjago comes out.
And that won't be that bad. We have like the entire month of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. AJ, you've been watching Dreams and
Yeah.
Dragons Rising slowly. What do you
very
think of
slowly.
Dreams?
I'm enjoying it. I think I'm like 7 episodes in. So just yeah.
How would
I don't
you
really know
rate it among the Legos like collection?
What was that? Sorry.
How would you rate it among Legos like collection of programs?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to judge that based off like 7 episodes.
Respectable.
Like everything else has so much put into it. I feel like it's kind of unfair for me to judge it at this point when I haven't seen enough of it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Dear me.
Okay. What are
What
you
about you,
thinking of
Matthew?
Dragons Rising?
Well, I'm even less like further in that. I'm like 3 episodes in, so
Well, fine.
I'm
What do
enjoying
you
it.
think of? No, I'm kidding. There's nothing else.
I'm enjoying it, but yeah, I'm only 3 episodes in, so
That is fair enough.
yeah.
I love Dreams. I think it's a funny, cool show. It doesn't try for like the same things that the other shows do, but it has a lot of unique charm, and I think it pretty much succeeds at what it's trying to do. It
Yeah.
makes me happy. It brings a smile to my face.
Your cold, dead heart.
Exactly.
So, Speedy, what are you drawing over here? I see a muzzle. I see a braided beard. Wonder who
It's
that could be.
our homeboy.
Oh, nice.
Lord
Laval?
Chima himself.
Okay.
OMG, it's the guy.
I don't want this layer anymore. I want to delete it. Can I delete it?
It's funny
Dude,
because I don't know the first thing about Chima.
I'm firmly on the Roz from Chima camp.
Yeah. Hey,
There
AJ,
are
what are you
animal
drawing over here?
people. They take drugs. They get strong. That's basically
AJ.
it.
AJ, I'm putting you in the spotlight again. I'm sorry.
Oh, how could you?
Hi. What's up? What are you drawing right now?
I'm drawing Nia, like water goddess, like form.
Nice.
Because it's basically the only Ninjago thing I draw.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah. Every time I draw, though, I end up doing something different. With the design, I can't ever be consistent with it, you know.
I feel that.
But I like drawing it, so you know, it's just fun all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pixel pencil. I don't like that. I'm going. Can I?
The
Ooh, yes. Ooh, I like. All right. All right. It's gonna start looking like. Oh, I hear music right now. Can't be happening on my monetized stream. Yeah. Because then, like, the copyright struck.
And we can't have that.
Yeah.
All right. I must return to my work.
no.
I am
Alright.
sorry, friends.
How could you?
I wish you good luck and good tidings in this wonderful world of art. And Speedy, come on our build stream and build a set. Doesn't matter
Maybe.
which one. Just build a set. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
So out.
Bye.
And there he goes.
Man. Miss him already.
Just not the same. Do you guys ever, when you're like drawing, you're super zoomed in, and then you like zoom out super far, like further than you need to, just to look at the drawing?
And it turns out
Yeah.
you're used. Oh, I was gonna say it turns out you use like 1% of the canvas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do the opposite. I'll zoom out and be like, "Oh God, I made it too big."
Oh. Lord, I really am just drawing super small. Oh well.
Cool.
How does that look?
I think you already did Chima reactions, right?
We've done some of it, and then we kind of stopped after a point.
Okay.
I can't remember where we got to. I don't really remember a lot of Chima, to be fair. Kind of repressed it, you know?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Is someone asking about it?
Yeah, someone asked gamer reactions.
Uh,
Unfortunately, uh, you know, maybe eventually. I'm not part of it, so I can't promise anything.
yeah, it's just been like as I said, there's been scheduling kind of nightmares, and it just takes a lot to get everyone
Yeah.
together because we're all in different like time zones working on different schedules. So where am I going wrong with this?
See?
That'll be fine.
Yeah. That'll work.
Do 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 do.
I just try everything is like whenever I do hair, I just do it as like something. I'll do it later.
Yeah. I love drawing hair so much. It's so fun. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Are you guys doing like a colored like drawings?
I could eventually. Look, yeah, okay.
Do-do-be-do-do. I won't do that in case I do randomly decide to color things in. Okay. How does that look?
Oh, by the way, for anyone tuning in and stuff, on Discord, AJ and Speedy are also sharing their screens if you guys want to like thing.
Hmm.
Want to make sure you guys are doing. But yeah, oops, nope, I don't want to do that. Oh, right. For some reason I can't select layers with.
Can't you?
No, it won't let me.
Uh,
I mean, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal.
do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Um,
Oh, you're right. We need to talk more. Sorry, all of us are focused right now. I'm sorry.
Hard go wee.
Okay. Yeah. So I am drawing one of my characters, and yeah. I don't know how familiar y'all are with Jin lore, but
Oh no.
Ooh,
oh yeah, you're in this. Okay, cool.
we love Jin.
Okay, so this is my this is my character Eluko, by the way.
Cool. I think you briefly mentioned this before, but I don't think I've known his name.
um he's the great grandfather of Nautican. He's also the guy who like first wielded the Jin blade. So
Here.
here he is right here holding the Jin blade, you know, whatever.
Nice.
The idea was that you know, Monarch asks why does he only have 2 arms then? I mean, there's a scene in Skybound where Nautican like shapeshifts into only having 2 arms, so you know, it's not
Yeah,
like
makes
they
sense.
can. Yeah, most of the Jin during this era like don't really have like 4 arms. It's not really like a Jin trait or
Yeah.
like a natural one. So yeah. Anyway, actually, you know what? I'll post all the stuff in the channel here.
We love Ninjago Jin.
I absolutely love Ninjago Jin with every asset of my being. Or every like part of my being. Here we go. So these are the 2 like main characters that are mine. It'll let me post it. Here we go. This is Eliko and Zuriana. They're like the 2 heroes, I guess, and then these are the villains. There we go.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I don't know how to put this in the YouTube chat. Yeah, you know. So the idea, I guess I'll just go over the story of the Jin while we're here. That'll take up a couple hours. You think I'm joking?
Oh, I believe you.
So the idea, like, basically, like a really long time ago, like way before the first Mutsu, there was a time when the Jin were just like regular people. They were just they were just humans basically. And they practiced magic, but they had like their own form of magic that was basically just like law of equivalent exchange, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I don't like this. This is not. That's more like it. Less saturated. And so anyway, so there was this guy named Salir, right, who was like the main like researcher, I guess, for like discovering how to use this magic. And the idea was, using like genic runes and like, stuff like that, to turn stuff into other things and everything. Basically like, creation magic. And at one point he had like a whole like school of like students who were also researching this and all that stuff. And he had one student named Savir who like on an expedition to like the far reaches of the realm, they discovered Soulstone, which is what I'm going to like now assume is like, I don't know if y'all know about the the idea that like the Ninjago universe is set in like a giant Yggdrasil realm tree kind of thing. I don't know if I've talked to you about that.
I think you showed me that before
Okay, cool.
with the whole tree and everything. And
Yeah.
the different branches.
The idea is that like the soulstone like originates from the far reaches of the realm where the realm tree becomes more incorporeal and all that kind of stuff. And has like the same properties and everything. So anyway, so soulstone, allows one to like hold souls and all that stuff, and use the power from the soul, like whoever wields it, and it basically turned it into like it's sort of like a philosopher's stone. It allowed them to like bypass, being able to like having to like do rituals and all that kind of stuff to use magic, which is made it a lot easier for them to do it. But obviously, it's like super immoral and all that. But Xavier is like basically uses it to start this like huge war between pretty much everybody. Like all these kingdoms try to get their hands on the Soul Stone, and it eventually like turned into just a giant battle royale where everybody's kind of like fighting for power. So it the war basically like the Jin realm used to be like on the surface, right? It used to be like a surface world. But as the war progressed, the surface world like started tearing up into big like chunks and like floating up into the sky, kind of like the end of Skybound.
Yeah.
And as it like the war lasted for like 1,000 years basically. It was really really long, and as like these huge chunks like left like these huge holes in the land, eventually society on the ground started to like rebuild. Like any of those who were on the ground who didn't participate were now like rebuilding from this like horrible destruction. And as the years passed, like this whole story of this war ended up becoming like legend basically, because society had to basically restart on the ground. But what they didn't know is that the war was real and it was still like going on like above their heads. And the war ended basically with Xavier becoming like the king of like everybody, or like winning the war and all that. And he I'm trying to think. So yeah, basically the war ended up with like a realm in the sky and a realm in the ground. So like the two like sister realms existing like connected to each other. And so Xavier, once he came into power, he also had like all of these followers who were who figured that he was going to win, and so they like in an effort to to be on the winning side, they helped him out, and so they ended up being like his sub kings, I guess. And they had like their own power and everything, but none of them were as powerful as Xavier. And that's where those seven guys come in. So to start off, you have Xavier. What I'm kind of going with him is that like imagine like a shonen anime protagonist, but like they're the bad guy and they like get all their power through like really immoral means. And now that they've like reached the end of their arc, they're like just kind of they're super powerful, but they don't really. It's kind of like One Punch Man sort of, where he's like really bored with his power because he's like everything's sort of easy for him. But at this point, like Xavier's become so disconnected from like the rest of humanity that he doesn't really have any like. He's basically at this point just holding on to the power for the sake of it.
Gotcha.
And then you have Loza, who is like his advisor, / wife, and she is she's like the proto master of time, basically. Like she's like the seer. So she's able to see like into she's able to see like different timelines and like futures and all that stuff. And she also believes she has the potential to control destiny itself. But that would of course make her more powerful than Severe, so he doesn't allow that to he forbids her from doing that. And she has like a big role later. You have Amargiri, who is their son, and he's like the warrior basically. I don't know if Dakota had the idea to like have him be born with, or like have him have like no arms, like physical arms.
Right.
I'm not sure if like I want him to be like born with no arms, or like something happened or whatever. But anyway, so he's like the war god basically. Like he has the ability to summon like ghostly appendages, however many he wants. And he's able to like fight with them independently. And he's not blind, but he has like this like blindfold that allows him to see in every direction. It's enchanted. And so he's able to basically just stand in the middle of an opposing army and just take on all of them at once. Because he can, he's like a one-man army basically. And then you have Ozandi I'm gonna get to later. He's like the last one. But Megala is like the artist / warden. So the idea with some of these guys is that I wanted to tie them in to like existing Ninjago ideas that like weren't really explored very well. So with Megala, she's a painter who's able to create worlds that she can control, like she can fully control, and she uses that to like that's like the prison basically, is that she's able to imprison dissenters, I guess, in these paintings, and like control what happens to them and all that stuff. So it's like meant to tie into the fourth Spinjitzu Brothers book. And then there's Zeiser, who is like the Tanabrax one. He gave his body up for like a mechanical body, and so the idea was that like after the war, Xavier like shut down any way of getting more soulstone, because he didn't want anybody else to like gain that power again. But he couldn't like trust mortal soldiers to not be tempted by like the allure of power and all that stuff. So Zeiser basically creates like mechanical soldiers that he's able to control, and then like powers them using souls, like kind of the idea of like what Tanabrex did with the puppets and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's kind of like the army builder basically, guy who like builds all of his stuff. And then you have Auleus, who is like I call him the Beastmaster. So the idea is that you can't have more than one soul in a mortal body at one time, because like it'll like tear the body apart. And so he learned that the hard way by trying to put two souls inside of him, and like it basically it disfigured his body like in a way that looks very much like the Preeminent. And so he's sort of like the thing, he's sort of like the precursor to the Preeminent basically. And so he uses this, he like creates beasts by taking like mortals and then like pumping them full of souls until they turn into like big, like horrendous, eldritch beasts and stuff. And yeah, so that's him. And then you have Ozandi, who is like the last one. He's like the least powerful of all of them. The idea, his story is that like whenever the war ended and they all like descended from the sky to like take over the surface world again, there was like a lot of resistance from the surface world who who don't really know who these guys are anymore. And so Ozandi was like just a mortal who was really good at convincing people to do other things, like to do things he wanted. And so he started like riling up like crowds and everything to go against them and stuff. And obviously, it didn't work because they didn't really understand the extent of their power, and everybody was like destroyed except for Ozandi, who like didn't participate in the fight. And Savir, instead of like killing him, he was like, "Oh, you managed to get everybody to turn against us. Like, how about we hire you? You know, how about we like give you some of our power and like you basically do the opposite." So he's like their spokesman, like their PR guy, basically. He's he convinces he talks to the people and like convinces them that like, oh, nobody's doing anything bad here. You know, the kings are actually like good guys and all that stuff. So he's like, the last one basically. And then so those are the seven kings. I'm still trying to come up with like the world that they live in.
Yeah.
Like I wanna come up with like an ancient like Jinjago kind of place, and I'm trying to think of like I want to come up with something that's like it's not like I want to come up with something like crazy, like not just like floating islands, but I want to do something, I don't know.
Like a whole like there's like the surface and then like the whole sky
Hmm.
kind of thing.
I would probably have like two different worlds, like, or two different worlds for the surface world, like one like pre-war and then like one post-war where like giant chunks are taken out of it and stuff, and like
Yeah.
you can see like where the ocean is like flooded in and filled these places and thing. Um, and then the sky, I figured I would have like like a hierarchy of like islands and stuff that make up like ancient Jinjago.
So
Um,
if we tie this into like current Ninjago plot stuff, like when Ninjago gets destroyed, would that in your lore would that mean just the like Skyloft falls, but the
well,
surface is still there, or would
well,
the entire realm just cease to exist?
well. I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a
Okay,
second.
okay.
Yeah,
My fault.
because I have like I have an explanation.
Okay.
So anyway, so as I said, like getting a soul stone is really really hard. I'm not drawing anyway because like right now because it's easier for me to explain stuff when I'm not. Um,
Right.
so I mentioned that soul stone is like hard to get a hold of, but like they eventually found like they found one, and so this like I guess underground sort of resistance kind of thing is like happening, and Eluko is the one chosen to wield the soul stone. And so he originally like crafts it into a battle axe, um which is the hilt of the sword of souls. But as he like destroys the soul stone of the kings, um and as the souls go into his soul stone, the blade starts to form. So it's like literally made out of
Uh,
the crystals of the kings.
that's really cool.
Yeah. Um so like I assume it would be sort of like, because it's the capacity is so like, or the amount of souls that the sword holds is like so massive that it needs a larger crystal to hold it, basically. That's where the blade comes in. So the crystal in the hilt is the original one.
Right.
Um and so anyway, so Eliko is like the warrior chosen to wield the soul stone. And Zuriana is basically like, so Salir, he still had supporters like during the war. He never used a soul stone, and he's continued to like use his magic without it. And so he still had like people who followed him, and Zuriana is one of the people who still follows his ideals and all that kind of stuff. So she has like the knowledge to be able to use magic without the use of a soul stone, like using rituals and like runes and all that kind of, without having to use shortcuts and everything. And so she like, after the war is over and like they become like the new rulers, Zuriana is the one who like controls the use of the soul stone, basically. Like she's able to like, she's the one who like writes the laws of the Jinn, um like that limits their power and everything to make sure that like that they don't become corrupted again like that. and so like all the laws that Nada kind of has to follow, like the three wishes and like the that kind of stuff. That was her. And so anyway, so they had two sons. They had Senji and Rallis, and Senji's the older one, and he's the one who would eventually become like the next king. And Rallis is Rallis would later become the first master of time. So the story is that when they were kids, Senji stole like the Sword of Souls. Just like what kids do. Like, they see like a cool sword and they're like, oh, it's their dad's sword. He used it to fight, like a long time ago, and so they're playing with it. And Senji accidentally hits Rallis with the blade and sends his soul into the blade. And while he's in the sword, he like is basically bombarded with the still semi-lucid souls of the kings, who like basically give him a little bit of PTSD, and he also runs into Aloza, the proto master of time. And I mentioned that that Xavier wouldn't allow her to learn how to control destiny. So whenever like things started getting really intense, like during like Eliko and Duriana's rampage through the sky realm, she like came to Xavier and like begged him to like allow her to like research how to do this. And Xavier is like really paranoid at this point and like thinks that she's trying to like join the winning side, and like wanting to like overthrow him, and so he ends up absorbing her power into his own soul stone. Like, so basically like he ends up killing her. And so whenever she obviously holds a grudge about this, like, so she ends up granting her power to Rallis, with the intent that if she wasn't allowed to learn how to control destiny, then at least she can, at least she wants that ability to be discovered, despite like who actually wields it, basically. And so she grants him her power. And so whenever he's eventually rescued by Eliko, but like since then he was never really the same. He started having visions of the future, and as a kid that's like really terrifying. So he like started becoming like really reclusive and everything. And once Senji was crowned king, Rallis ended up leaving Jinjago, like to find his own destiny and all that. And while he's out, he ends up discovering a realm up in the clouds and builds a kingdom there, and ends up becoming the Lord of the Cloud Kingdom.
No way.
And he discovers the he has a vision of like the arrival of the monks, and so he like builds a kingdom like in preparation for their arrival. So like once they come there, they're already like able to start being monks there and everything. And that's a whole other separate story that's connected to like the Wailing Alps and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so back to Senji. So he's king, right? Down on the surface world, like he's doing the best he can, like with all the power that he's given. Down on the surface world though, there's like still people who are kind of like, we don't really like the fact that like still one person holds all this power and everything. And there was this one person named Ravinica who like also wanted to wield this like same power. And so she managed to get her hands on a soul stone and started, absorbing souls and everything like that. Basically like attempting to like restart the war, or like unintentionally, And so so Senju sees this and it's like, no, it goes down there, like snatches up the soul stones. You cannot do this, we straight up had like 1,000 years of conflict because of this. But she's not gonna give up. And she doesn't realize that you can't have souls like in your body, like, she's the reason she doesn't realize there's a reason why people use soul stones, and so she comes up with like this massive like scale ritual that will allow her to absorb millions of souls all at once. And so she does that, and like it rips her apart basically. Like it gives her so much power, but it also like destroys her body, and she ends up becoming like this, giant eldritch like monster, which is the preeminent. And she becomes so big that she like overtakes the entire realm, and that's like that's the end of the surface world, like permanently. So the surface world of Jinjago is the cursed realm, and so Senji sees this. He goes down to fight, and realizes that the realm has basically been compromised, and he like she's like at this point trying to escape, and he realizes that she can't escape because if she does, that'll take the Jin like the Sky Realm with it, because the two realms are connected. And so he goes to Cloud Kingdom, to Rallis, and like asks him to help. And Rallis at this point has discovered how to like has learned how to control destiny, and so which is like a whole thing that like I don't want to get into at the moment. So he rewrites her destiny to where like he basically realizes that the only thing the realm that's keeping her from reaching the rest of the other realms is the endless sea. Is the endless sea. And so knowing this, this is before the first Peninsula Master, by the way. So knowing this, he changes her destiny to where she will be killed by water. Like basically trapping her in this realm, basically. So she isn't able to leave, and Shinji isn't able to kill her. So they're like at a stalemate, basically. And yeah, so that's basically that story. And Senji would have a son who would then have a son who would have a son who would then have nothing. So that's that's the whole thing. But that's like the Jin lore in a nutshell. Just a lot of conflict, and yeah.
I like it. I like how it ties everything kind of together with the preeminent and everything.
Yeah. I when I was rewatching Possession at one point, I realized that the preeminence power set is like very, very similar to the Jin's power set. Being able to like, absorb souls, turn them into like spirits, and the more souls she has, the bigger, the more powerful she gets, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
you gotta write like a whole book on this. You gotta make like comics or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be.
It's like it's really really cool like story and like world building and stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on this for a really long time.
Yeah, I can tell. And that's just like one realm.
That's just one realm. Yeah, I'm also working on not Cloud Kingdom. I'm working on NetherRealm stuff too.
Nice. And NetherRealm has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I'm going with like the idea of like spirits and stuff. Like, I have basically lore for what I'm calling like the Great Spirits, and they're basically like the idea is that they existed long before like humanity lived there. Like the NetherRealm is the place where humans come from. So like the Jin realm is where the Jin come from. The first realm is where the Skyfolk come from, and then the Nether realm is where like humans come from, and then obviously Shima is the Serpentine realm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like long before like so the spirits are basically like to humans what the dragons are to the Skyfolk. Like they're like the big like species that like existed before them, and they're just kind of living in this world, you know, or like humans are just sort of living in this world. But so like the idea with them is that they don't have elemental power, but they like exist in a domain basically. That they control like a physical location basically, and it kind of ties in with the idea that that like long before elemental masters, there were the elementals who were basically people who had the like who basically over the course of their lives um mastered the ability to like harness the elements around them. Uh and so like they're different from elemental masters. Like they're kind of like in Skyrim how like the Greybeards, they like master how to use like the voice, but they don't have it like within them and all that stuff, you know. Like the Dragonborn can just like use shouts because like they have that power like naturally within them, you know. That's kind of like the comparison that I made. But yeah, so I have 7 main ones. You know, you're seeing a little Speedy knows what I'm talking about. You have you have 7 great spirits basically. You've got like 4 sky spirits and 3 like ground like, you know, land spirits, I guess. So first off you have Imrala, who is like the spirit of like day, I guess. And the idea or like the legend around it, I guess, which is, you know, not entirely true, is that like she's the one who like carries the sun um across the sky, you know, but like not really. And then you have Jekyll, who is the spirit of night, and you know the same thing. And then they have 2 daughters. They have Solionos, who is like the spirit of like calm winds, you know, like she lives in the south, you know, she's like uh calm winds, warmth, all that stuff, you know, good vibes. And then you have the spirit of the storm, Ojira. And Wojira is the spirit of storms, cold, all that stuff. She lives in the north. And then you have the ground spirits, who are basically these like giant like mountain-sized beings who each hold possession of a realm tree. And they like yeah, so you have sorry, I was reading the chat first. So you have Mezoam, who is like who lives in the ocean. He's basically like this giant like crab lobster kind of like thing, who floats in the ocean, and like above the, you know, above the water is his shell, and his shell is basically just like a big island. And he surrounds himself with like basically an endless hurricane, so nobody can come near him. And a little bit more to the north, you have Skirba, who is like this giant beetle who lives in the desert, and she surrounds herself by an endless sandstorm. She's like the spirit of sand, all that kind of stuff. And then up in the very north, you have Teovoak, who is the uh, basically like this giant like turtle, with once again like shells made out of a giant like mountain, like rocks and all that kind of stuff. And he's like the spirit of like mountains and cold, you know, snow and all that stuff. Anyway, so I mentioned they each have realm trees on their backs, like at the top of their mountains, and eventually Wojira like is kind of unhappy with her position as, you know, just like a spirit, and like wants like internal power, and so she ends up like she wants to leave the realm, and so she ends up fighting Teovoak and like killing him, and like ripping the realm tree off of his back and leaving the Never Realm with it. The realm tree would eventually regrow. She didn't like completely like destroy it or anything, but she ends up making her way to the first realm, where she ends up fighting the master dragons. And this is where I'm getting a little hesitant because of Dragons Rising, but in my lore there's also master dragons who are like the embodiment of the element they possess. And there used to be a master dragon of water and wind, but she basically created these 2 amulets out of, you know, chronosteel, all that kind of stuff. They're basically made out of the same material that the time blades are, and she used it to but on a much larger scale. And she used them to absorb the entire like power of water and wind from these two dragons. And from there, she made her way to the Endless Sea, which at this point was not the Endless Sea. This is before even like this is like probably when like the war in the Jinn realm is like going on and all that stuff. So she finds this realm and like decides to rule over it. So she uses her newfound power of water to flood the entire realm and turn it into like the Endless Sea. But beforehand, so someone asked Zero. Let's see. Yeah, Zero Jump asks, "Are Molopians from Chima in your lore?" They're not. So, there was a race of beings who lived in the Endless Sea before it was the entirely ocean. And they would eventually become both the Keepers and Molopians. So whenever Wojira flooded the ocean, there were still islands that remained, which are like the mountaintops. And the members of this species who like remained on the islands ended up becoming, the Keepers, like the modern day,
Yeah.
And the ones who like lived in the ocean ended up, rapidly evolving into the Merlopians.
Yeah.
And so like they ended up like they're both the same, like they originate from the same like ancestor.
Gotcha.
And so anyway, so yeah, that's like the idea of those guys. But yeah, I don't really have any other like lore of them. I like to compare them to Atlantis a little bit, where they're trying to like take back like the element of water and all that kind of stuff by like creating all these amulets. And the amulets could or could not be connected to Atlantis, those keystone kind of things. But they don't have to be, because they also like had the idea of like these like false amulets in Seabound too. But that's kind of where like the Master of Water came in, so like Niad and all that. And eventually First Zenitsu Master comes in, takes over helps them destroy Wojira, and then creates like the new landmass. So yeah, that's that.
Lore.
A lot of lore.
Very epic.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Not much.
This is the first time I've talked to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And me to you.
This is
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I just heard a voice that I had never heard before, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. No, you were so enthralled. I just sort of enthralling. I decided not to interrupt. And it's a bit early here, so I don't want to talk too much.
That's fair. Oh yeah. So I'm still working on the idea of like the other spirits. Amrala, like they're all basically just like big flying like creatures, like mostly birds and stuff. So the idea, yeah, this is more of like a fanfic kind of thing, theory stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like reading in along with the chat, so
Yeah, he's not confirmed. He's not confirming.
I'm not confirming anything, guys. This isn't any, this isn't all real. This is literally just my own like stories.
Let the man cook.
Yeah.
He
Hi, man.
is cooking.
Hi.
Hello.
So Imrala is, I would imagine, to be like just like a big man, I would have to like draw them. Actually, I think I may have some. I always imagine like Imrala as being kind of like a big stork, like very like elongated features. She would be depicted as holding a like the sun in like her claws, or like on her tail or something like that. Jack will be like more blunt, I guess. like kind of like a crow, sort of, like the wide features. And then I had the idea of like Jekyll is like all black, but like you can see like the galaxy, like galaxies and stuff like swirling all over his feathers and everything. Um, and then Solionos would be like big red bird, associated with like heat and fire and all that kind of stuff. The idea, like I guess, like the air spirits wouldn't really have like a definitive form, like the land spirits do, because they're like air is a lot, air is very nebulous, I guess. But this is like how they would be depicted by like humans and then Wojira before she, like I guess Wojira would be like the only one. I don't know. I'm still working on it, so this is all work in progress.
Yeah.
But Wojira would basically be like how she looks, like in the show, except like less draconic. So she would be more like bird-like, she would, like black with like light blue glowing like highlights and everything, depicting lightning. But yeah, so that's it's those guys. They're a little bit more nebulous than what I'm than the Jinn. The Jinn I put a lot of work into. The spirits are more of a work in progress, I think.
Right.
But I mean, there's also like other spirits. Those are like the great ones, like the big ones. Like there's one that I'm calling I think it was Gira, who is like the spirit of like forms and stuff like that, like the formless one basically. And she's the spirit who talked to Akita, and is like the patron like spirit of the formlings. So she's the one who like grants them like that power and all that stuff. And because remember in like Akita's episode, you hear someone like call her name, like out of seemingly out of nowhere, and so that's where that voice comes from.
Oh, that's cool. I never questioned that. Now that you mentioned that.
Anyway, I'm gonna go check on. Whoa! Yo, you guys are doing some cool stuff over here.
Thank you.
Go look at. Looks pretty.
I don't know how to draw his hammer in perspective, so I gave up.
Oh, fair enough. He has a stick now. I really like that interpretation for Rumi. Looks really cool.
Thank you.
I've noticed whenever Adri draws Ninjago, her go-tos are either Nia or Harumi.
Yeah.
Like instantly.
When did you get here?
I just popped into existence. You know how birth is.
She just was scared.
Mary jump
I
scare.
live here. This is my house.
Mary, please tell me you were there for that entire lore dump on the Jinn.
Not the entire lore dump, but like a good chunk of it.
Okay, good.
And it
Because
was
I was like, oh
fantastic.
man, I knew you were interested in it, but I didn't want to I really don't want to
It's
have to go
alright.
over all of it again.
Don't worry. If anything, you can if you have a Word document, just send it to me. I feel like I can appreciate it more if I read it. You know.
You know what's funny? I don't.
I mean, there's always
Duh.
stream. You can always go back on the stream and rewatch it.
True.
That's also true.
We have.
You gotta write this stuff down, man.
That's
No.
what I'm saying.
It's all in my head. It's a security measure. If I die, then if anybody kills me, then
How do you remember all this stuff? I gotta write everything down, or else I'll forget.
I don't know, man. My mind is empty except for lore.
Ninjago
Oh god,
lore.
he big
Just
braining.
Head empty, all lore.
It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool though.
I do the same. I'm terrible for like writing stuff down.
And I scold you constantly for it.
Yeah, you do.
Write stuff down, bruh.
Made me, like,
Please, I'm begging.
made the
I'm on my
document
hands and knees shaking.
You made me like when I was coming up with random like OC stuff, you would tell me to make a document just to write the ideas down so they're not just in the Discord chat.
Yeah.
Well, I've done it now.
Yeah, I get that. A lot of my stuff goes in the Discord chat, so
Yeah. It's just there, like free documentation, isn't it? Like
No. No. No, God, why? As a
What-
writer, this hurts me.
Oh, if you're a writer, yeah, because I don't know how to. I know how to speak like stories. I don't know how to write them. Because
That's fair.
all of the if I slow down, I lose my train of thought, and writing slows me down like greatly. So that's why
Something like when it comes to writing, you just you write everything down. You don't go back and check until after you're done writing everything, so you don't miss a beat.
Yeah.
And then edit later. It's like, so it's a mess writing.
Yeah, but I don't like editing, so like if I did that, that would be like the final thing for me.
That's something I have a bad habit of, like writing paragraphs, like 2-3 paragraphs, then stopping, then rewriting those paragraphs, and then continuing, because I'm like super mega perfectionist and I can't help it. It's a really bad habit. A lot of writers are like, "Don't do that. You disturb your creative flow," and I'm like, "I know, but I can't help it."
Yeah, I get that. Kinda. I just don't want to. Anyway, I'm just drawing. I'm drawing Elico versus Sevier right now.
Based.
Some pretty cool guys. Not Sevier, but you know, some dudes duking it out. You know.
Just guys being dudes.
Yeah, just bros being bros. You know.
Just silly, goofy guys. Living in the moment.
Did I ever mention that I hate drawing?
That's the artist special.
I know someone who like loves drawing them and is really good at it, and it terrifies me. Like
They aren't human. You gotta. Otherwise, you know.
Exercise them.
Yeah.
it's good for whenever I'm struggling with hands though, because then I can just message them and be like, "Hey,
Can you draw? Can you draw my hands, please?
Hey, bestie, how's it going?
How's life? Anyway."
Here's the thing.
Just like give it like give them commissions, but it's just like hands for your drawings.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know. The drawings that I did of these guys, I cut off at like waist. I don't know what. I'm literally I assume like some, like some sandals or whatever. Maybe that would kind of go well with the robes that they got here.
Yeah. The vibes.
But yeah,
We love the vibes, TM.
good ones though, not bad ones.
Such a messy sketch. Oh,
Hey, it's alright, messy sketches are
true. That's all I ever do.
as long as your line art is good. I'm just kidding.
Oh wow.
Bruh,
Throw that back
those
in
are
my
fighting
room.
words.
I really went there, skull emoji.
Well.
I'm sorry, AJ.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't like doing line art anyway. Whenever I do commissions, a lot of them it's asking for like full like line art and color, and I always have to kind of mentally prepare for like doing that. Just because I don't have a lot of fun doing it.
I feel that. I think that the shading is probably.
Yeah, I can get that.
That's the cool part.
Although
Yes.
cell shading is really fun,
Yeah.
especially if you know how to like if you know how to like streamline it. It's like
Very true.
like I use the lasso tool like a lot in Clip Studio. Like I don't really shade anymore. Just like with a brush, I always use the lasso.
Oh, dude. Fairs, honestly.
Have you ever used that? Like,
The lasso tool?
well, like have you ever like tried to
I've tried to, and then I just end up getting frustrated.
Gotcha.
It's
It's
one of-
easy. It's easy if you use Ooh, my second alert. It's easy if you use like shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts.
Yeah.
Because like you can like I think M is like the lasso tool for me, and then like Control D. Control T is like transform. Control D is like deselect. But like no.
I don't know shortcuts. I don't use them.
Fair enough. But whatever. It's like it's a lot easier if you like learn how to use at least like a few of them for
I mean, I know things like undo.
I mean, obviously. I mean,
Yeah,
undo
but,
is like undo is like the class.
Yeah. It's just so much to like remember, and then with every software it's different, and I'm just like it's easier for me to just find the buttons and do it.
Yeah, that's fair. Whenever I use the lasso tool though, like you can basically if you use that along with the airbrush, you can get some like really cool gradients in a specific area. So, like what I like to do is I'll like lasso tool an area that I want to like color in, but then I'll go into the side that I want to be the most like shaded, and I'll just use an airbrush for that.
Yeah.
And then so whenever I like deselect it has like it has the shape that I drew out, but it's got like a nice gradient between like the air, the part that I shaded in, and then like the rest of the drawing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if they have the same thing here, and we can give. I'll do it whenever I'm done with this guy.
I need to check what you guys have done, if not like checked a little bit.
Oh man.
Is it me using the transform tool that's doing that?
Is it? Are you using the transform tool?
Yeah,
Oh.
last time I used it, you said you were lagging.
Oh, using it again?
My
Yeah,
bad.
That's probably it.
Sorry.
Well, at least it's not like anything with the stream or anything. That's good. Let's see. So I also kind of have like this like proto-alphabet kind of thing going with like the Jin. The idea is that like the alphabet is basically just like these like lines with like, you know, the symbols at the tails. Are you transforming again?
Yes.
Stop it!
I can't help it.
Stop!
Amazing.
Pain.
Ah!
I guess that answers our question.
There you go.
Now we know the truth.
Yeah.
I wonder why it's happening for you. It's like not doing anything for me.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I have like a bunch of layers. Well, no, you guys have a bunch of layers too.
I have like 2 layers.
Oh. Well,
Bruh.
Wait, are you working on like a bunch of layers?
I just have 3. I just have a sketch layer, line art, and then color. That's it.
Oh man.
Well, Speedy's fault.
I'm sorry.
No, but I'm working on like this like sort of alphabet kind of thing for like Jin designs and everything. I mostly just wanted it so that I could have like, you know, some cool design details for like their outfits and stuff like that. But the idea is that like their runes are basically kind of like a line with like a little squiggle, you know, kind of thing at the end depicting like whatever letter it is. I'm not doing it here because I don't want to have to do like a bunch of squiggles and stuff like that.
Do the squiggles.
No, I don't want to.
Do it.
No.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, the idea is that like in order they would all be like packed together, and in order to like know in order to like know like where the spaces are, you basically just write like do like a line over the words, like separating the words out and everything. It's easier to see in my like actual drawings of them, especially like Severe. Severe has like a lot of them all over him, including like on his arms and stuff.
Do.
All right, time for new. I'm actually gonna try to use the lasso tool to do this. Okay, so I'm just gonna like do like a big energy like thing, whatever.
Okay, okay.
I do. I can. Yes. So if you hold shift whenever you do like the lasso tool, it lets you do other lasso tools without like getting rid of the first one.
Right.
Cool, cool. I'm glad that works from here. And then if I do an airbrush, I have an airbrush here. Really, no airbrush?
I don't think. Oh wait, the
Just
mic.
hardness all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is a... Still not. This bigger. Oh yeah, that's. Oh yes, that works. Oh yeah. Okay.
AJ, are you drawing Parker?
I am.
Yay! I haven't seen you draw like Hidden Side in forever.
Yeah. I haven't drawn it in a while, to be fair.
That's fair. You know what I was like thinking during Brick Fair?
What?
Cause me and LJ were like running around trying to make my sig fig. I was thinking how fun it'd be to like make figures of our Hidden Side characters.
That would be very
So
fun.
like the witches and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, that'd be fun to do in the future.
We need to like finish writing up the
Yeah.
stuff we had for that. Did we even write it up, or did we just have the doc?
We had like so many separate docs.
Oh, we did. We had like 3 of them, right? Like one of them was just general info. Another was like new characters, and then another one was like lore, right?
Yeah, like witch lore
Yeah.
and the animal stones.
Yeah. We changed so much stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, I see Parker. Yeah.
I'm gonna. I'll give it a full outline. I've never done that before, I don't think, where I make the outline line up like thicker than the what's it? Oh, hi Meso.
Meso, you're back.
Mesonac?
Meso back.
V. John
Mesoback? Oh my god, it's Mesonac from TTV.
Oh,
The TTV neck.
oh, that's where you're from.
Mesonac.
Okay.
What's TTV?
I just know you from Brick Fair. Yeah, here you go, AJ. If you wanna, I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Oh,
and then
okay.
I'll delete the layer.
It's like I'm just very quickly finishing this.
Here, I'll do it right next to you, so you don't have to move.
Yeah.
And then I'll delete the so I don't interrupt your space.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
Anyway, so like if you were
Jet who's
doing
back.
Meso back again,
I'll wait for you to
Meso
finish
back.
your story.
Mesonac.
Okay.
All right.
Where are we?
So like if you're just doing like a little whatever, just like a little thing right here. I don't know, and then you do like your airbrush or whatever, and you just like do it like this. You can see that
Right.
like it'll color only on one side, but it'll
Yeah.
still keep that shape. I think I do it bigger. So like you can do like this,
Oh right, yeah.
and then you can like you can whatever color. You want to do like if you want to do like a something maybe, and then when you deselect it, that's what it looks like.
Heck yeah.
So I use that with shading a lot. Like I'll if I want to have like a hard shadow and then like go into a softer shadow, I'll usually
I'll have to
No.
mess around with that a bit. Like
It-
after.
it's so nice. Especially if you want to do things like cel shaded fire or something like that. Like it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have to just draw Lego characters?
What? No.
Okay, cool. Because I kind of ran out.
You're
of
like itching to draw One Piece right now. I can feel it.
my.
I can feel it in my jimmies. I know you.
What was that? Sorry, Mary.
You're itching to draw One Piece right now, aren't you?
I am. I know exactly who I need to draw now. There's only one
This is a Lego establishment.
Yeah.
Try and stop me. What are you gonna do? Come over to my house? I'd like to see you try.
Alright, I'm in my car. You guys are gonna get treated to the epic audio quality of Meso on the move doing shopping.
Yay!
I had a predicament. I walked over to get some water, and when I did, my headphones hit the Pegasus flying horse, and almost knocked it off my desk. But it was being held up by like the net got caught on the wire, like on the cord, and so like if I moved closer to get it, it would like the wire would go slack and it would fall. So I couldn't get it.
Whoa.
Like a saw trap or something. How much do you want to sacrifice your Pegasus horse?
In your hand is a headphone cable. At the end of the cable is your Pegasus horse. Yeah, that's right.
Hello!
Hello.
How are you doing, Clem?
I'm alright.
Have you made your greetings and introduced yourself to everyone?
I made a quick one earlier, but it may shock you to know that I'm a little bit shy. And
Well, now I'm here to drag you into the spotlight. What's your deal, Clem?
I'm Cleb. I'm gonna keep it a little bit down because it's 6 a.m. here and everyone else is asleep.
Okay.
But I'm a silly, goofy guy, I suppose, is the most adequate descriptor. I do everything from drawing, sculpting, Lego-ing.
Personality is Australian.
Yes.
And Doctor Who.
Yeah, bro. There's that's me.
Is the next time
Sculpt
there's an
and
art
draw.
stream, we can expect Cleb you to be sculpting on call.
I am sculpting. It's just not on camera.
Oh, base. The Cleb sculpt stream win.
One day.
It would be pretty epic.
I've had an idea on my list of KTP ideas. One of them does involve sculpting.
Oh, really?
Yes, it does.
How much do I have to pay you to sculpt the life-size wearable Chima heads?
Well, I sculpted a life-sized Chima, life-sized wearable Chima arm or hands once. So
wait, really?
Well, they weren't literally Chima arms; they were just like crocodile gloves, but like same difference.
I see.
Probably more than that.
Okay. Epic.
No.
I have an issue right now.
What is your issue, Joe?
So, is it home? No?
I don't know.
Okay, so when I got up and all that stuff happened, I came back and my UI is gone, and I don't know how to get it back. So I can't draw.
What program are you in?
We're in Aggie.io, like the so all of us can do stuff. But
did it like glitch out and it's like kicked you off your layers?
No, it's literally there's no UI. I just see the canvas and that's it. I don't know how to go back to it.
I have no idea what.
Absolute pain.
Pain and agony.
How could this have happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even have I can't even see my I can't even see the file edit, all that kind of stuff either.
Did you try hitting escape?
Yeah, it's not doing anything. This is like
Try
this is all I see.
Try hitting F1 or F11.
Oh,
My bad.
Nor.
This is what I see.
oh no.
Wow. Compensation.
F1. Nope, that's just Google Chrome.
F11.
Oh, F11.
Do F11.
Nope.
No.
Tab.
Tab. Oh, it's back. Oh, thank you so much.
Bro.
What a legend.
That's me, John Tech Support.
You're so epic. Thank you. You saved everything. I am in the store.
I'm gonna get the live commentary of walking through the store.
Are you buying soup?
Yes, I
Yep.
am here to shop for stuff, and it's gonna be great.
You should buy teeth drink supplies.
The teeth drink supplies have already gone away. I can't get Dr. Pepper Peeps anymore. I would have to substitute
Thank God.
regular Peeps, and those just aren't the same.
You're a freak, you know that?
So I've been told.
Just straight up, just insult him.
Why you gotta be like that? Come on.
Out of love.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Promise.
I have bought dried apricots.
Awesome.
That is all. That's my commentary.
It's amazing commentary. I love it.
He's so wise.
How do I draw you?
Well, you see, AJ, first you draw a circle, and then you draw another circle.
No, you draw a face first, and then you erase the face until you get a circle.
Soon we too can all art.
Oh no.
Everyone can cook.
Yes.
Oh, why is my thing not working? Oh, that's why. Okay, here we go. Nope.
I'm drawing Zyzer right now. The big boy.
We love the big boy.
Yeah, so a few of my
Large.
characters are just like taken directly from other like things that I've done, but I'm not like really using anymore, and Zyzer is one of them.
Smart reuse.
Yeah. So he went through kind of like a like a change in design and all that stuff, but like the overall vibe is still there.
He passes the vibe check.
Does.
I have bought apple cider vinegar.
Ah, cool. You guys remember old Zyzer. That's awesome. Yeah, I really liked old Zyzer, and I didn't want him to I didn't want him to to fully like die, so I wanted
You keep the torch alive.
exactly.
You're
He's
a legend, Joe.
He's a cool dude.
You're a cool dude.
Oh, you're a cool dude.
I have bought a bag of rice.
Nice. That's
What are you making
Oh my
with
God.
these
Yeah,
things?
what do you intend on
Legendary.
making?
Beans and rice,
with
probably.
the
my red flag is buying a giant bag of rice and then buying another bag of rice before I'm done. Like before I'm even like a quarter of the way done with the first bag of rice.
Dude,
So
when I
bad.
lived in my house with like all my uni mates, we'd all keep like buying in our own packs of rice, like forgetting that other people had it, because we'd share the rice, right? But we'd forget that other people had it, so we ended up with like 8 bags of rice.
Oh my
We
God.
never finished them because this was
That's
during,
my
like,
worst
lockdown.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Or no, well sometimes a mom will buy like, you know, groceries or whatever and she'll be like, I got you a bag of rice and I'm like, I have 2 bags of rice already.
It wouldn't be enough.
It's
But they're
never
like
enough.
they're like the giant bags, so it's like
Oh, yeah.
you know, and
Not enough.
I only really need to use like a cup at a time, so it's like this is gonna last me like for the next like this is gonna last me through the apocalypse basically.
I mean, hey, at least you don't have to worry about rice. you
Yeah,
know?
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's so good. I want that. I want all the rice.
Get the rice.
Let's get this rice.
Ooh, rice spoon.
Let's get this rice. Oh,
There is nothing I hate more in this world than drawing.
that's it. Then draw.
Yeah, me too, though.
Yeah, for real though.
It's a nightmare.
Drawing is fun, right?
Drawing is fun,
No.
but there's like bits to it that it's just you want to cry.
It's
Nobody
over.
hates like drawing more than artists.
So true.
It's
like
fun. We were like,
bleaching
oh, I
and
made
blue.
this.
Yeah,
Only real creatives hate what they do.
so true.
Preach it, Benda.
I look at my Word documents and I sob uncontrollably.
Why
'Cause
do
they're
you
empty.
sob? Oh,
Oof.
pain.
Gosh darn writer's block.
You know, Meso, I'm pretty sure
I
that's
have-
like I'm pretty sure like the beeping is just like the checkout counter, but it sounds like a heart monitor to
Yeah.
me, and I'm afraid.
Yeah, it is. I'm keeping this call alive. My commentary.
Bro.
Oh, you're so right.
I have bought smoothie mochi.
What is that?
Huh?
It's like the little mochi balls that have ice cream in them, except instead of ice cream, it has fruit smoothie.
It sounds pretty good.
What is mochi balls?
So it's like a stretchy like rice dough like pastry thing that some places like stuff with ice cream.
Right.
It's very good, Club. You should try it.
We don't call those that here.
What do you call them in Australia land?
It sounds like a profiterole.
A what?
A profiterole.
They're not the same thing. It's like a because
It's
that's
okay.
it's more like a dough, right?
Mochi
Profiterole?
kind of is, yeah. Oh well, I mean, mochi's also a dough.
Yeah, but it's like a different. It's not the same kind of dough. It's a completely different kind.
I see.
And like with profiteroles, it's more like cream, isn't it, than ice cream? Like just.
All of the ones I've ever had are like ice cold, so it's hard. It's
Oh.
difficult to tell.
Cold.
You'll never know. You'll never know the secrets. Oh. Why did I erase what I did? Can I get it back? Probably not. No. I'm a fool.
And
Oh well. I can salvage this. It's fine. It's fine.
I have bought crackers.
crackers for the cracker.
Nice.
You're welcome.
So real. Oh yeah. Hold on.
So for those of you who don't know, the Geyser's stomach is like his like vessel.
Ah,
So like his soul is inside of this like giant ball that is his stomach.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty. Like the head is just there, you know. He could just be just like a ball with like arms, and that's it. But he could be a Mike Wazowski, but he chooses to be not.
That is literally so
Yeah.
epic.
It could be
Paperwork.
oh what? Labo.
Yes.
Lava.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah,
is
Club, you
is
actually
Labo a
watched
djinn?
Ninjago.
We need the Labo lore now.
Lorbo.
Lord.
Lorbo.
Labo.
Dude, I
We'll
love
see.
lava.
We'll see. I don't know that because I don't know what Labo is. I don't know where he's from.
You need to
He's
make
a
it up.
mystery
He's
to
orb.
me. Labo is nothing. Labo is his own being. He does not exist.
Labo
He does not exist
is
in
love.
time.
I love lava.
Labo is one with the universe.
Oh no, we're gonna make another huge buff thing. Please not again.
The Laboverse.
Into the lava.
Beep.
This is really why you have me on podcasts and videos, so I can enrich the audio experience.
You're not helping your case
With your
the...
crust.
My crust, my beeps.
You're not helping your case with the heart monitor thing. It sounds more like it, but it sounds like someone's like going through like a regular heartbeat or something like that.
Nice. Alright.
If there's
I will
anything,
now bag my group.
if there's anything I hate worse than drawing hands, it's drawing robot hands.
What's wrong with robot hands?
I gotta do all the problems with drawing actual hands, but with like segments and parts and stuff.
It requires you to think.
Yeah. I don't want to
Can't
think.
have
I just want
What
to place lines on a screen.
What is anatomy? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a word in the English language.
What's a what?
You're so right.
Nerd. Look at this dictionary.
Would you go to Oxford, huh?
That's me. Alright. I have checked out my groceries.
Did you remove your card?
Congrats, bud.
I have taken my receipt. I am now walking to my car. And I'm going to do a live meso food review of dried Mediterranean apricots.
I love it.
Okay.
I love apricots. What can I say? I do.
You
You're not joking.
We believe
You
you.
spoiled the review.
Yeah.
Does anyone like disbelieve this claim?
Mary, I've not spoiled the review because I like apricots in general. I've never had this particular brand of dried Mediterranean apricots.
It can't
I've
be
had
that
fresh-
different, Tyler.
I have had fresh apricots. I've had apricot preserves. I have had like cold apricots. Now I'm gonna try room temperature apricots.
He's mansplaining to me right now. Do you hear this?
Apricots.
AJ, I know you haven't drawn the hair yet, but it looks like you're drawing Sans, like Luffy.
Yeah.
Sans Undertale?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Is Sans Undertale Luffy from One Piece?
Pardon?
Is Sans Undertale and Luffy One Piece, are they the same person?
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe.
I thought that was Steven Universe, guys.
I thought it was Mass.
Not very, all three are the same.
They're all one being.
Yeah. It's like a timeline, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone get Matt Pat on it.
That's what I was gonna say.
All right, it's apricot time.
And then he
Oh boy.
apricot all over the place. Why can't I ever draw his smile? I need the billions of reference photos.
Apricot.
Is that your
Thank God.
review?
Yes, they good. The
I just
exterior has a satisfying crunch, but the interior still is juicy.
nice.
I'm very impressed by this review.
It's a very good review.
When are you? When is the food themed TTV spin-off coming out, Meso?
I've pondered it.
Bro.
I eat enough weird stuff. At Brook Fair, we recorded a video of us trying the snickle
Oh.
and also weird sodas. Like, we went all the way from like cookie dough soda to like ranch soda,
Oh.
buffalo wing soda, and the hit flavors grass and dirt.
It was disgusting.
What is your country?
We're epic. We're so epic, Cliff.
Don't lie to people, Tyler. Don't lie. Don't do that.
Over here in America, we have the sodas and apricots.
Still on the apricots.
I'm not sure that you're the only country that has the soda and the apricot.
Trademark.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I discovered something wonderful.
What?
Yes.
I
In
have
the
no
chat.
words.
Thanks.
I have no words.
That's my sleep paralysis demon.
I don't like that.
What is that?
It's beautiful.
For those who can't
Vomit.
see it, it's in our patron chat. It's a picture of Jay's head from Ninjago, but on a silly little guy from Dream.
I hate that, like if we ever had a crossover, this would happen.
Just imagine that little guy waddling towards you in the middle of the night.
I don't want to be honest.
With Jay's voice.
What's wrong with Jay's voice, man?
No comment.
All right. Meso is on the move.
Meso on the move.
I am making a U-turn.
Speedy, I'm so sorry.
Oh no. Am I gonna have to kill you?
What?
Kill you!
What is that?
Oh god.
This is like that time I drew everybody as big figs, but the opposite of that.
Do you have the Overlord head handy?
Draw everybody's a silly little guy.
The Crystal King or like the actual Overlord?
Wait a second. Hang on.
Literally so epic.
Yeah, you were.
No. No.
I'm scared. I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
No, you're not. You're driving. Keep your eyes on the friggin' road.
And my phone like
Keep your eyes on the road. Oh my god.
That's the best one.
I look so ugly.
That's amazing.
His helmet is bigger than his
I just-
body.
I just know that thing hates its life.
This is the
And
first.
You too can create funny pictures if you join our Patreon at patreon.com/the TTV channel, where for $1, Joshua Deck can make you laugh. With
I entertain myself. I haven't drawn though, so I need to draw.
What are you drawing?
Kit Kat Monster Fox in the chat says, "What are the other artists' OC's lore if they're okay to share or have OC/lore?" Speedy, I know
I
you
don't
have
know
OCs.
any, so
Here's the thing.
Call me out.
So, me and AJ had Ninjago OCs,
Mhm.
and now we don't anymore.
yeah.
What happened? Did they die?
No,
Um,
it's probably something else.
Died in the merge.
Yeah, we made like original stuff with them. Like
Yeah.
we have like a 9 PowerPoint like thing on them.
Oh, nice. Okay,
basically, like, evacuated them from Ninjago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Basically,
I could technically
we love
turn
them
the
dearly though.
the Jin thing sort of into its own thing.
You could.
If they ever mention the word Jin, so you know, I'm ready to just evacuate.
Yeah.
A moment's notice, just be like, yep.
That's how I always am when it comes to like making OCs for existing properties. I'm like, can I evacuate them, and how can I evacuate them
Mm-hmm.
when necessary?
Nice.
Do, 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 do.
All right, so I think we can.
Speedy, tell us all about your story.
Yeah. Hey, Speedy, who's Rain?
Don't do this to me. I'm nervous.
Don't pressure her, guys.
Okay, fine. So we only have about 20 minutes left of this before AJ has to leave. So, if any of you guys in the chat have a request.
I have a request.
Yeah.
Somebody, at least one person, draw me eating an apricot.
Oh my god.
I don't know what an apricot looks like.
They're orange.
Google exists, Josh.
It's like a peach, but more orange. Oh no, it's an ambulance.
I've drawn him.
I look forward to seeing it.
The silly, goofy little lad.
I'm talking to him, I'm sorry with the munching. This is why you all love me.
Oh my god.
I'm just so loud.
There you go. Wait. It's not right. Hang on. There we go. Now it's right.
Play that.
Oh,
I look
you could
I'm in a red light. Well done. You did my hair very well.
Josh.
Yes.
Josh, with the position of his arm, if you changed up that torso, you could turn him into a silly little guy.
Oh,
There you go.
sure to take it a while. Thank you, Josh.
You're welcome.
This was worthwhile.
Your hair just, you don't even have a hairline, your head just goes straight into your hair.
That's so epic.
Dual molded part.
Alright. Yeah, anybody who has a request in both the Discord chat or the YouTube chat. Vanguard versus Ice Emperor Zane. I don't know what Vanguard is. What is that?
He's the last villain of Chima.
Oh, okay.
He was a saber-toothed ice tiger.
Nah, that's what you do in 20 minutes. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a little sketch. There you go.
Do. Masso, are you excited for the new One Piece episode?
No, I hate One Piece.
Based Meso?
No. I am very excited. Yes.
Personally, I cannot wait to see the new One Piece episode.
Huh.
Man, I'm still a very long way.
Josh, I have a feeling you're gonna overtake Mary. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like at Marineford right now.
She's
Oh,
over
really?
400.
I think I'm about to start
Yeah.
Water 7.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
The base.
What did you think of Skypiea?
It was great. I'm glad they're I'm glad they're back on the surface now.
People either love Skypiea or they think it's like one of the worst arcs.
I
Really?
hate it.
I definitely fall into the I'm not a fan of it camp, but it's really important to like lore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes back later.
I love to hate Inaru. He's great, but it's also horrible, but also really cool. But also not.
I like him.
He's gross to look at.
Yeah, he looks very sleazy.
When he showed up, I thought the arc was interesting, but there was a lot before he showed up that I was just bored.
That's fair. I was kind of like, okay, where's this going? You know?
We should do One Piece cast.
Yeah, let's do One Piece
That'd be fun.
reacts. We'll just
There used to be a One Piece podcast which had the best name ever. It was the Speedythecat.
Bruh.
I think
Amazing.
that's just awesome. We did do TTV talks about anime once upon a time, and One Piece was in the thumbnail.
We still need to do TTV talks about Glee.
Yes, we do.
Bitchin' for it.
Catch LJ up on it. Like, get him caught up on it.
On Glee. Gotta speedrun it.
Yeah. Well, like, how far in are you guys now? Like, what season?
We are in season. We just finished the Christmas episode of season 3.
Are we coming up to the that one episode in season 3?
No, that's near the end.
Yeah,
Choke is near the end.
I can't wait.
You want to be there for that, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
we'll
I do.
Euphoric.
It's so, you know.
Whenever Rachel Berry loses, it's just like chef's kiss.
It's beautiful.
There we go.
Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I realized when I have like fruit to snack on, I have no self-control. I've almost been through an entire bag of apricot.
Tyler.
Feeling.
There you go. This is my drawing of Sir Fangar versus the Ice Emperor.
Nice Emperor Gaming.
I never said how they would fight, you know.
True.
Oh my god. The Speedy, you gotta stop.
What?
Speedy, you have to stop. Please.
No.
He's popping off.
Ah,
What is
yes.
she doing? Is she making a masterpiece?
I mean, like, we're over here just doing stupid. I mean, like, I guess not that stuff, but like, just like, Speedy, stop being cool. Can't handle it.
No.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Leave
Call
some
the
cool
cops?
for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh, the cop. All right, friends.
Speedy, what are you doing? You shade? Oh. Okay. Are you using multiple? Are you using shading layers, Speedy? Speedy, turn off the multiply.
No. 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 I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw that. Ah, no!
You did-
All right, friends. I am home, which
Yeah.
means I must depart.
Have joyous.
I will have joyous food cooking.
I mess
I
up.
I wish you a good evening and a good life.
Later, Meso.
Bye.
He's gone.
Aw.
Took his apricots with him.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna starve.
You took my only food. Alright. Anybody else? Anybody else got something? Come on, this is like a, you know. No? Nothing? Alright.
They hate us.
Yeah, no. They don't want a free request. Hmm? Is that how it is? Okay, I see.
Yeah,
how
now
it
they
is.
don't want anything, right?
Yeah. Oops, Dakota's taking advantage.
Oh.
Maybe. Ninja's watching the FNAF movie. Okay.
Five Nights at Freddy's in real life.
Bicycle. Thought you were giving us a suggestion.
Aw.
I guess not.
Edge.
Yeah.
AJ the ice. Oh.
He's just a silly little guy.
He's a little creature, that's what he is. He'd be
He
like,
is. And I
he'd
love
stick
that
your
for
hand
him.
out and he'd bite you.
He probably would.
Yeah.
He probably would. I love drawing him and Uta so much.
I know.
I don't know what the file number is at now. I think it's like over 50.
Jeez Louise, bestie.
I draw them a
Jeez.
lot. I just never post them.
You should.
Effort.
Bruh.
Right now, I am definitely
Alright,
going.
this is the ninja watching the FNAF movie. The movie's not out yet, so they're just waiting in the theater, like, forever.
The way, like, Zane's hair is just block. Block of ice. Cube man. That's so funny.
I'm gonna draw, Oni Garvin playing the drums. Yeah, okay. The good one or the bad one? I'm gonna choose. Yeah, good. You chose correctly. There we go.
Oh no.
Forgot how gross Oni Garmadon's face was. Blech. Icky. Icky old man.
There we go. so stupid. There's only one thing that could make this better. Hang on. Ready for the lag.
Oh.
We love lag.
There we go.
Oh no.
Here. Oh. Bruh. Wide. Yes, little itty bitty baby arms.
No problem. Anyway, we only have a few minutes left, so AJ, I'm gonna let you. I'm done for now.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna have the canvas right here, give you guys all the
I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
Speedy, are you done with your shading yet?
Yeah.
Good. I'm tired of you being cooler than me.
Don't say that.
I don't know how to use this program, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't either. This is the first time I've like used it besides like me trying to get it to work last night.
Yeah, so we're like, so we send you, so we send Speedy the link to this, right? She comes back with like this master class, and it's like, yeah, I think I got it figured out. Like, come on.
Wait.
Yeah, okay. Yes, yeah, Speedy sends that, and she's like, yeah, I got it figured out, guys. Like,
Amazing.
oh man. But anyway, so
There we go. I don't even know.
Exquisite. Sublime, even.
Sublime.
Sublime.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. Dark Takanuva says LJ munching on a mangosteen back to back with Meso. Alright, that's gonna be the last thing.
Do it. Ugh. I've just now looked at He's drawing. Oh my god. So detailed. It looks amazing though.
What does LJ's hair look like now?
Something.
Scruff.
Different now. Yeah, look up. What was that picture of him holding a knife to me?
On Twitter.
Oh, yeah, you're so right. There you go. Gonna have the leafy hat too.
Hat, the epic straw hat.
What does a mangosteen thing look like? Just like a that
Yeah, close enough.
cool. Here we go. Use your.
Me and the homie
They need to
ingesting
make that
fruit.
their profile picture.
Hang on. I'm just gonna screenshot this. Just this.
LJ's chin is getting me, man. I'm gonna cry.
Amazing.
Awesome. All right, so with that, this is the fruits of our labor.
They're amazing. I love all of them.
As you can see, Speedy went with quality over quantity, but
They just slowly lost sanity as time went on.
But yeah. Anyway, this was really fun. I would love to do this again. Maybe if we get more people, we can do have more people filling up the campus and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if the next one we do it a little later in time, like of the day,
mhm.
Yeah.
I'll be a bit more. I'll jump in and draw as well.
That's fair. What time zone are you in?
I'm in Australian time zone.
Yeah, but no, there's like 3 different
Uh,
Australian time zones.
Sydney.
Okay. Dang, so you're like really.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this is really fun.
Yeah.
I guess we head off now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
If we're finishing, then yeah.
All right. So, I have been Josh.
I've been AJ.
I'm Spippy.
Yeah. And thank you everybody for joining us. And we'll see you again in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.